wasn't Scrub faction.
Oh.
It wasn't those type of lag.
Right.
Oh.
See, I do it on purpose though because I like to anger people when I'm angry.
Mostly yourself.
Mostly myself, yeah. And my keyboards feel the whole pain of it. So let's check it out, man. We got the next game. Dual Site is going to be the map. Let's make sure to make this rock and roll. We're going to play a quick intro video. This is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. A quick little intro to show you guys what's up and what the score is. What is up with this tournament, man? You know, we've got Forrester out there. He's like the expert on the actual procedures of this event. So why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and let us know what the hell is this? What's going on?
Well, first of all, I would like to mention that's the first European group tournament for this year, for 2012. It's gonna go GSTL style, if you have watched it. There are gonna be two teams, 4 players, or 3 or 4 players for every team. Now they're gonna duke it out. The first team that reaches 3 wins, that means they need only one more win to stack up the victory in this matchup. But before that will happen, the viewers will be able to revive one of the opposing team members in order to come back and duel that guy. So let's say we just saw Roxkis live, Zerg live playing against who was he playing with? Because Bly. I just pulled up the game. Bly. So Bly won the first match.
Yep.
All right. So the viewers later on will be able to revive Live Zerg if they believe he did a good job or deserves another chance to fight against one of the mTL players. So mTL, before they will be able to grab the victory, they will need to fight another this player again. Now, should Roxkis will win, you know, mTL will be able to revive one of their players. So it's gonna be a player is gonna get a second chance to get his team the victory. And all the players we're seeing right now, one of them will get that chance.
That's pretty awesome, and I'm glad that you're well versed on what's going on. It's very important that everybody understands, you know, the construct of what's going on here for this tournament. I mean, it's in the end, some team is gonna be walking home with $6,000, not only in money, but also with prizes added on top of that. In every tournament, you win money. The team wins money, and they win prizes. I believe this tournament they win one of the new Logitech speaker sets that's come out.
And
So go ahead. What?
No, we got the intro.
Oh, here we go. Let's get this going down right here, right now. As the countdown has begun, let's get excited, get stoked, get on the edge of your chairs. It's CZ once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, go over to SC2SL.com and check it out. Sign up, register, become a patron to be able to vote to see who you get to resurrect later on in the tournament. Now, we do have Roxkis Abver spawning over here in the left-hand corner of Dual Site here as the purple Zerg. Over here in the right-hand corner, we do see Bly spawning as that green Zerg. We've got Forrester, we've got Addicted, we've got a great freaking game.
Well, the most interesting part about this, Addicted, that every team has a roster of 9 players, and they are choosing on the spot who to put against the winner of the other team. Now, surprisingly enough, Roxkis has chosen Abwehr, another ZVZ for Bly. They're probably confident he can win him. And let's see how it goes. I mean, ZVZ, so much has been said about this this matchup already. I don't think we can add something new, but I would like to see deviation from the start. Let's see what the player can muster up. Abwehr is definitely a good choice and a good player overall, and apparently they are just confident in his ZVZ to take on Bly.
Well, I hope they're confident, man, because we saw the last ZVZ Bly really read exactly what his opponent Live Zerg was doing. countered it with some nice spine core defenses and some banelings, killed all the Zerglings, the Roaches took the damage from the spine cores and died, and Bly got himself the victory. So this is a very Zerg favorite map, so both players should be very comfortable to battle it out in a ZvZ on here. Bly once again is going to go for an expansion first, and Roxkis Abwehr is going to do the exact same thing. So 15 expand for both players, man. I mean, it should be interesting, and let's see who's going to get on top of it. I normally say that if you go expansion first in ZvZ, I most of the time I see that Zerg player has an advantageous position later into the game. So since both players are doing the same thing, it's all about better decision making from now on.
Yeah, I do believe that's because the new maps that are entering the ladder, the rush distances are clearly longer than the maps we had in the first season, in the second season. So getting your expansion became pretty much safe, easier, I would say. However, you must remember that in this matchup, you can only choose out of your nine-player roster. You can only choose 3. So every choice you make has to be wise. You have to figure out who is the better shape in your team and who is more comfortable with the matchup. So a lot of mind games going into this game. I mean, in pretty much in every matchup that we'll see from those teams, because only 3 matches can decide. Only 4 matches can decide the victory here. So both players are going to invest a lot of thinking, and both teams actually, and the captains need to figure out what's good for that team. Now, the expansion has finished for both players. We do see metabolic speed boost going down pretty much in the same time as well. A slight difference in the amount of Zerglings that are taking place on the board. That will pretty much mean Bly will have less Zerglings but more drones. We'll see how that transition into the mid game, and let's see if we're gonna see a Baneling Nest or a Watch Warren. I guess that's one of the most obvious, 2 of the most obvious choices in a ZvZ after all.
Well, you just got your question answered, man. Both players are going for Baneling Nests, so we're not going to see any skipping to the Roach Warren as of yet. It's Banelings from both players. They're saturating their expansions. It's a very passive play as of now, but we're seeing that Abwehr is going to make the first move, trying to catch the Queen out position maybe. No, he's going to go straight into the main base to do some scouting. At the same time, he's going to keep 1 or 2 Zerglings occupied there. One Zergling makes it through. This Zergling will see the Baneling Nest, and now that's enough information for Abwehr right there. He now knows that he's not behind on tick. He knows that he is safe. As long as you have some defensive Banelings into his expansion, he even has a spine core to defend his expansion as well. So he's pretty good, man. And we're seeing that now Bly is going to make a move towards his opponent's base. Will he morph some Banelings? Maybe, but man, yeah, he's going to morph all of them into Banelings apart from 1 Zergling. And also Bly made a ton more Zerglings. So he's definitely going to be very aggressive. Now let's see how Abwehr will defend this. He's making some defensive Banelings. He needs to make the best connection with those to be able to defend successfully.
Yep, and both players are not producing pretty much everything now, ever continuing to the drone production and Bly, but we're gonna see an engagement right here. Banelings are being spread up nicely. They are taken away before they can do any damage. Nice connection there, but still not doing the damage they needed to. And Bly is left with a bunch of Zerglings and 2 Banelings, and I believe the defensive Banelings of Abwehr are gonna do some nice job right there. But both players are actually look at that, they're joining up entirely. I mean, they try to do damage. I mean, Bly tried to do damage. Abwehr defended. Both players realized they need more drones on the field. And let's see who's going to take the initiative right now. I do believe that the overload spread from Abwehr is far better than Bly's. Bly is keeping only one overload in this side of the map. And look at that, Abwehr sending some links to see what's going on. Not enough to take the game, but one link is going to check up what's going on. He sees the natural expansion. No additional building has been put on there. And now look at the amount of Banelings. Baneling on Baneling action. Zerglings are trying to make nice connection, but Bly is going to defend this. 2 Banelings are going to the middle line, managing to kill some drones and some Zerglings. Okay, so Abwehr, got something out of this. I do not see those huge amount of Zerglings and Banelings are being morphed right now. Just drones for both guys, and Bly is even taking his lair, while Abwehr does not take his. But I don't know, man. Roach Warren is being dropped for Abwehr, so this is the deviation we are seeing finally. And let's see. Abwehr needs to buy himself the time now.
Man, I feel like we're gonna see Mutas go down from Bly. I feel like he's gonna put down the Spire. Look, as he went for his lair tech upgrade, he went for all of the geysers that he didn't have. so he's going to go very heavy on the gas. He hasn't secured them as of yet. He's actually secured them right now, but I feel like he's going to drop that Spire down, man. That's going to be very interesting to see if he does, because we all know that mutas do beat roaches, but roaches are out on the field far faster than the mutas. So let's see if any roach time can be arranged by Abver. And let's see if the Spire will actually drop down from Bly as soon as that layer check does finish, and it will be interesting to see if it will, man. I mean, sometimes mutas can be very useful for us if you can surprise your opponent, and yep, we're going to see a Spire, definitely.
Just by the amount of spine crawlers, the Bly is just dropping down in his natural expansion, and you can just realize that he's going for the Spire. And yes, it's been planted down behind the mineral line in the main base. Both players now, you know, quite passive, but the fact is that Abver has a nice amount of roaches, and he's making his way. A good overload position by Bly catches what's going on. He's gonna be very happy that he plays down those huge amount of spine crawlers, even with the evolution chamber to block right now, and he's trying to produce Banelings ASAP to save himself. He has no idea what's the amount. He just saw them coming, and now roaches are trying to do some damage. You know, Abver is picking up the fact that there is only spine crawler there to defend, so he knows Bly is trying to do some to go for some higher attack path, and look at that, he's even managing to pretty much clean this up. You know, only 5 roaches, they're not gonna take the game, especially with the spine crawler, 3 spine crawler and queen. Even Banelings are trying to make their way to the mineral line right now, actually connecting nicely, but you know, one Baneling is not enough to take a drone, and 5 roaches are doing some nice damage right now. Actually, Bly needs to produce those muta. He's taking up pretty much everything he can. He doesn't want to spend his larva on too many Zerglings or Banelings right now. He's just building some more spine crawlers, and those 3 roaches will go away. He defended it, and let's see how Abver is gonna prepare himself for the mutas, because Addicted, he did see that huge amount of spine crawlers. He knows something is up.
Yeah, he knows, man. He saw all the gases being taken, so he knows what's up. I think he needs to start thinking about maybe a Hydra down or something like that. Abver has been macroing nicely behind this, because he made another hatchery over here for macroing up. He expanded again, he's getting some Spore Cores up, so he's getting his static defenses to defend his bases up, but he doesn't want to go for Hydras. I mean, what is he gonna go for Forrester? I mean, he's getting Lair Tech right now, getting some more Spore Cores everywhere to be able to defend all of his buildings successfully. So it's all up into the cards right now for Roxkis Abver. Right now he might lose a queen. No, it gets transfused. The Zerglings fail to take out that queen. Nice play by Abver. Bly trying to be very sneaky with those Zerglings there, but failed to kill the queen. And let's see if the mutas can actually change the impact of this game.
Yep, 13 mutas are hitting the field right now for Bly. He needs to do some damage. We do see those are being chased back by a decent amount of queens. 4 queens chasing those mutas back. He's gonna pick up those stray overloads, but you know what? That's not enough. That's not enough for investing in the muta tech. He's gonna clean up pretty much every overload that's around. But look at that. Abver is gonna run by and actually try and cancel this expansion. Bly has only pretty much mutas on the field and some Zerglings. I'm not sure that's gonna be enough, but mutas will come and clean this up. Overall, Abver is very happy to see that Bly is taking the 3rd only right now. Look at the 3rd from Abver, pretty much saturated. Look at the drone count, 63 against 44. He's definitely ahead, and I guess Roxkis did a good job, you know, picking Abver to this matchup. Now mutas are gonna pretty much pick whatever they can, and they're, you know, cleaning up some nice amount of overloads and picking here and there whatever they can, like I said. But still, the damage has not been done, and Abver can sustain with those overload hits. And oh my, Addicted, you know, Infestation Pit has been thrown down, but I do believe those mutas find a sweet spot to do some nice damage here.
Oh, I think they've killed quite a lot, man. They killed a ton of overlords, they killed drones, and they picked a few queens up, and now they continue to do the damage. Bly might actually have found what he needed to find, killing all of those Spore Cores. Now he has a ton of mutas, to say the least. 50 mutas still are alive for him, and they do so much damage. All Abver needs to do right now is survive this. If he does, and musters up enough to counter those mutas. Oh my god, the Banelings. The Banelings going in there. The Banelings are going to do a ton of damage if they connect with those workers. Those workers are clumped up. The Banelings do manage to connect, and that's 36 workers. 41 workers killed, 42 workers, and Bly, I think he may have just won the game because he killed so many workers. He's doing so much damage with these mutas. Bly taking up the mutas was the right choice.
Oh wow, yeah. Eventually, static defense is no replacements for units, and you know, Bly stacked up enough of a mutalist count in order to actually you just attack, just one A move on those Spore Crawlers. Now Infestors are hitting the field, but he needs to throw down some decent fungals in